The Lakers fans are not accustomed to missing the postseason.
Anderson outside. Clock at 6. Shot from 12. Carlos Boozer pulls it in. And for the Lakers last season, Steve, with the departure of Dwight Howard, you knew the team on paper had less talent, but the hope was that the chemistry would improve.
And I thought it did. The chemistry was good. Kevin, they just didn't have enough talent. And when Kobe and Nash went down, it didn't matter who was out there, who was coaching. You know, it was just going to be a situation where they were not going to be able to win enough games.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
Price kicks to Boozer. Davis down low. Second shot opportunity, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Well, Ed Davis, in his 5th season out of North Carolina, he's had to battle for minutes both in Toronto and Memphis, but has produced when he's been on the court. An active, athletic big man. He's a player to watch.
Three-pointer, Pondexter. That's good. Pondexter's got his first 3 points of the game.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Out to the right wing. A shot by Ellington, no good. And Davis with good mobility for his size. Offensively, Clark, he can run in transition, flash to the basket. At the other end, he's a good help defender.
Yeah, and bit by bit, Kevin, we see him developing his post game as well. He's starting to broaden out that skill set. Still only 20 years old. Come on, man. He's got a lot left in his development. There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Price dishes to Boozer. Young with no one around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's Walters, guarded by Price. A rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young with no one around. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pelicans lead by 18. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for Holiday. He has 17 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Davis and Ashik patrol the paint, and it's Holiday in at the point.
Anthony Davis was stellar all of last year, but he did miss a lot of time with injury trouble. And I think that's the only thing that's going to slow him down in his quest to be possibly the best player in the NBA.
Black, he's guarded by Davis. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Although the Pelicans played some tough games against the West last season, they still showed their youth when it came to competing against the better teams.
As you said, although the Pelicans gave some teams trouble last year in the West, but overall, Steve, the conference was just too much for them.
Yeah, 15 wins against the rest of the West, and they do have a lot of work to do before they're viewed as a threat in the conference, but they're getting there. game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Anthony Davis voted most likely to have a breakout year 2, and the GMs called it right. First-time All-Star, most improved candidate, statistically a top 10 player in the league. Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
12 seconds on the shot.
On defense, the Pelicans. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And you look at the numbers for Davis last season, Clark, around 20 and 10.
And you throw in about 3 blocks and 1.5 steals a game, as well as him upping his scoring while improving his percentages. The sky's the limit for this guy.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Drew Holiday. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 14 points a game, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. And when he takes over at point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Yeah, I think you're right. You need somebody out there to keep things moving on offense with the reserves. And I think he does just that. This New Orleans team is now in their 2nd season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
And it's Lynn with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Here's Holiday, and it comes off the front of the rim. Lakers trail by 20. Ryan in the post, defended by Gordon, and a wide-open look for Lynn. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
And it's Davis with the jam.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. He's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And if you look at the offensive rebounding totals from that game, this team was at a severe disadvantage. You can't expect to win the game when you're only getting 1 attempt every time down the floor.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get some extra possessions, and clearly they were inferior in that area of the game. And you were right on top of it, Steve. For a little guy, that's pretty observant that rebounding would be a stat that you would be able to lock into. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Lynn, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, it's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. And everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however, and I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
Bryant with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Lynn kicks to Bryant. Left side, Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back, and he gets it to go. Bryant's got 18 points.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
Gordon dishes to Holiday. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Bryant against Gordon. Hill sets the screen for Kobe. In low to Hill. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Rejected by Kobe. Outside, Lynn from deep. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Ashik's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Holiday the pass to Ashik. Holiday goes in. Gordon against Kobe. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 14 points for the game.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here is Bryant. 18 points for him.
Well, when Kobe speaks, people listen. That was the case last year when he revealed his all-time starting 5, and he did not place himself in the lineup. Interesting.
Look at who Kobe did put in there. Magic and Jordan, you know, the guards. Bird at the 3 with Russell and Kareem down low. Not really a lot you could argue with about that particular group, Steve.
No, it's one of the things I love about Kobe. He's got a great reference and a historical perspective of the NBA, and it shows, Kevin, how much he reveres that era.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Kobe has always had an alpha personality, but I don't think he came into the league as a natural leader. He's more of a loner, and as his career has worn on, he's realized the need to really engage his teammates for the good of the team.
And Kobe Bryant, I think we've noticed, becoming less guarded in interviews, seems to be a little more open and forthcoming and authentic. And I think that's helped him express his personality both with teammates and the public. And I find it to be kind of refreshing and a good thing.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Lynn kicks to Hill. Back to Lynn. Hill, a screen on Holiday. Here's Lynn. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And Kobe, Steve, one of the most intense competitors the league has seen. Sometimes that intensity, though, can rub teammates the wrong way.
Well, the great ones always challenge their teammates to be at their best, and sometimes, you know, it can go overboard. I think the challenge for Kobe is to figure out, you know, his new teammates, what makes them tick, and make sure he pushes the right buttons.
Ian Kelly, he's checked in for Hill. Lynn dishes to Kelly. On the wing, Kobe. Left side, Kobe. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Bryant's got 7 now in this quarter. Holiday attacking, and Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Davis kicks to Johnson. Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Again, the Lakers.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Gordon kicks to Ashik. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Outside Bryant. And there's another one for the Lakers.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And Holiday, here we go. And that one's good. Holiday's got 23.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
In the pass to Bryant. Bryant is doubled. He dishes it to Johnson. And a wide open look for Lynn. Misses the 3.